Susan and Jane here together,
Yep.
and we are so enjoying exploring the things that are holding us back from stepping into our leadership. And there could be many, and many of them we don't see easily because we get so used to living in the energy of it. It feels comfortable. And it actually, people will stay in some of their biggest challenges because it feels comfortable instead of finding a way to move towards a higher level energy that can feel so much better. So, Susan, what sorts of things over this journey that you've been on, either on your own or doing the work that we're doing together, what kinds of things have you noticed that have held you back that you haven't maybe been totally aware of?
Well, one of the things that we were talking about before we jumped on here live is sabotage,
Mm.
self-sabotage, and putting limitations on myself, uh, consciously and unconsciously, my whole life. Playing small, I think, is the term I used. That I became comfortable playing small. It was safe, and I was afraid to play big. And what I've learned in the work is why I had that pattern. I think, we've all struggled with trauma, big trauma, little trauma, childhood stuff. It's not usually what it comes back to. And so I've just had a breakthrough with you
Mm.
yesterday in our work, doing some inner child work that blew up
Mm.
that removed that barrier for me, and I'll be 58 in 2 days. So it's never too late
Not at
to,
all.
right, to rise up, to break through, to ascend, to level up. And it's not going to magically happen. We have to do the work.
Yeah.
And I'm just so grateful to be on this path, to have you as a teacher, to be committed to this work. I think we've been working together for about 8 or 9 months now. And to have this breakthrough that I had yesterday, which I'm still processing.
Mm. I know it's raw. So what's interesting is that Susan and I always notice that there's some magic happening between us in terms of how I get guided to suggest a practice, or she says something that triggers an idea for me, and then we go into it, and then it's just amazing what comes as a result of it. So yesterday, we had a lead up to yesterday of let's try some inner child work. And so I guided Susan through this process. And today she's just reporting to me such a profound impact. So, do you want to just, without being overly in depth on that, because I know you're still vulnerable, you're still integrating it, but just share a little bit with everyone about what happened, just little bits, and how
Sure.
it's feeling like it's impacting you just a day later.
Yeah, as I said to you earlier, I think intellectually I really understood the power of inner child work, but until yesterday I didn't connect with it emotionally.
Mhm.
And that was the missing link for me. I understand a lot of stuff intellectually.
Mhm.
Put it, Connecting with it emotionally and putting it into practice. Uh, Not even putting it into practice, what happened yesterday. It was literally a shift. I will be forever changed. I had an awareness, a breakthrough, uh, an activation happen with our inner child exercise that I had never experienced before. Even though on an intellectual level I understood that's where the work needed to focus, um, and that there was something in that work that was contributing to me self-sabotaging. Not contributing, it was the reason that I've self-sabotaged, that I've played small, that I've held myself back, that I've been fearful of stepping out of my comfort zone, of stepping up, of, fully expressing myself, being a leader, a true leader. And we yesterday walked through an inner child exercise that you took me through that set me free.
Mm.
I think it's the divine. Divine is playing a part here. The timing of this, as I approach another birthday, another journey around the sun, that the timeliness and where I am as a social entrepreneur and building a project, what is required of me was what happened yesterday needed to happen in order to allow me to rise up, break free, from the
Getting
prison.
chills.
Yeah, well, I broke free. I
Yeah.
broke free from a prison that had me in a place unconsciously and consciously, in a place that kept me small, that kept me trapped, that kept me doubting. And I I am so grateful to you,
So,
Jane.
and
And I know you say it's not you, it's the work. It is, but at the right time, when the student's ready, the teacher appears. And for me, that's you. And it's also this work. I knew that this work was important, and I allowed myself to be vulnerable through the whole 8 or 9 months we've been working together, and we'll continue to work together. Is has all brought me to this point.
mm,
And I'm excited.
yeah.
I'm excited. It's like a rebirth.
Uh, so
I'm
I'm
free.
so excited for you and what you are going to be able to bring. You already are bringing, but you're going to bring on a higher level. And it's all like the breakthrough is so related to that inner child of yours that was scared and not seen and not heard. And she needed that recognition. And she
Yeah.
needed to know she was safe.
And she knows that now,
Yeah.
beyond a shadow of a doubt. I don't have to keep reminding. I'm not going to have to keep going back. It's like the Great Wall has crumbled,
Wow, that's massive.
right?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like, Jane.
Yeah.
Really does. I mean, I'm 58 years old. This is a long time to be
58
in a
years
pattern.
young.
Young, but a long time to be in a pattern,
It is.
to in just moments recognize that holy crap, that whole pattern kept me from fully being.
Yeah.
And now that I am set free, must be how Nelson Mandela felt after being in prison for so long. That freedom. I'm like, wow, what does my life like? I'm excited to embrace every day now moving forward with this knowing.
Mm.
Because when you know better, you do better. And I can't undo what I know now, what happened yesterday. I can't undo that. That is a major, major shift. And as we were discussing earlier, it also has come at exactly the right time.
Mhm.
That even 6 months ago wouldn't have been the right time.
And that's such a good point because the basics that I've taught you in terms of the foundations of presence, the more that you do that work and that you start to feel the subtle energies in your body and you create this safety for yourself,
Yeah.
that's the work that is important before you necessarily go to some of these practices where you are very vulnerable and you can not feel very safe in a way, but
Yeah.
you created that safety and you're trusting the work and where it's bringing you. So
Yeah.
I am so
Such a sense of
happy
freedom.
for you.
Such a sense of freedom. I highly recommend it for everybody.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you.
That is the work, right, Jane? That is the work, really, to get to a place which I feel right now.
Yeah. We
That's the work for, I think, all of us as human beings.
Well, we've talked about that many times, and I've learned that myself, is that we think that the work we should be doing in the world is our business work,
Our
or
to-do list.
yeah, all of that thing. And of course it's important, but what I have learned is that the work that I do on myself is the deepest, most profound, and most useful work for
Yeah.
myself to change myself, but that impacts everybody around me. And then I can show up with my stronger leadership to help inspire people to do all of that. And then we start to live more peacefully. And that energy is felt. And it's
Get more done, more accomplished, just more of everything that we think the to-doing is doing
yeah,
is supposed to get us to. It's actually not. That to-doing stuff is not going to get us there. This work is what will get us there.
beautifully.
And then when we do the to-dos, it's empowered.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
infused. It's empowered to achieve way more, all that's possible. Uh,
Really
you
stepping
know,
into your soul's ability to touch into the limitless. And
limitless.
other,
Wow.
it's
Yes.
it's the mind, the ego mind is limited. So when you
Yes.
can get past that and really getting into the feeling body and the energetic body, all of these new potentials start to come. So
So powerful.
excited for where
I know,
you're
me
going.
too. I can't. What? Happy birthday to me.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to me. Yeah, I have been. Well, I'm not going to use the word born again because that might not resonate with people. But it's I have achieved a milestone that has altered me and will alter my future in a major way. I'm so excited. I'm
Yay.
so excited. And I hope that more people experience this.
Well,
You know, that's and I hope that I could be a poster girl, a poster human for how important this work is and how you can truly, empower your dreams, empower your life by setting yourself free from the limiting beliefs and the limiting factors in your life. And wow, so stay tuned because this is only day one. The day after.
thank you for
Oh,
being such a vulnerable, open person to share this part of your journey with everyone. And for everyone out there, just remember that it's one step at a time. And the embodiment practices help you to create the safety that you need to be able to go deeper into this work. So
so great.
consider jumping in if you feel attracted to move into some of these amazing breakthroughs that can allow you to really become the leader that you are destined.
And let me just say that it all started last fall, so 8 or 9 months ago, with me taking advantage of one of your free 2-hour workshops.
Yeah.
that's where it all started for me. So I know you're offering those on a regular basis, and I encourage people to put your toe in the water, to experience it, see if it resonates with you. If it does, then you're ready.
Yeah. And I'll
Yeah,
be having some more coming up in the next few weeks for sure. Yeah.
awesome.
All right, Susan. Thank you. We'll talk again.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.